Hello, and welcome to my next tutorial. Today I'm going to be talking about Python lists. And actually, lists are the next data type in Python that I'll start to teach you. We went over strings and integers and floats in the previous videos, but lists are actually very advanced, so there's going to be quite a few videos just on Python lists. Okay, so let's get started. So let's type in Python 3 here. And just a quick keyboard shortcut on Linux, if you hit Control L, it'll actually clear the screen. So if you ever see me clear the screen, I'm hitting Control L here. Okay, so let's create an empty list. So we just do my empty list equals left bracket, right bracket. And now when you check the type of this, can't type today, you'll get a class list instead of like you've seen in the previous videos with string, integers, and floats. Okay, so that's how you create an empty list. Let's create a list with some elements. So let's create dog1 equals Comet. And this is a string. And let's do dog2 equals Bear. So we have two dog names now. And let's add them to a list. So the way you would do that is you do a dog underscore list equals bracket dog1, dog2. And I'll explain what this is doing here in a second. So let's just do print dog list. And you'll see two elements in the list, Comet and Bear. So if we look at this line, this dog1 did this lookup here, and it equaled Comet, so that's where Comet came from. This variable did a lookup here, and dog2 equaled Bear, and it assigned it Bear. Now, if you change it, like let's say dog1 is Buddy now, it will not change the list. Once it's assigned, it's assigned. So we can prove that by printing out. You can see dog1 is Buddy, but in the dog list, it's still Comet. So that's the assignment of the variables and the equals like this is immediate. So don't think that it references it after you assign it. In some other programmings like C and C++, you can do that reference. But in Python lists, you don't do that. It's always assigned immediately here. Okay, so let's check the length of the list. So let's just do print len and then dog list. And you'll get two elements. So that's how you can print out how long a list is. Okay, so let's assign a bunch of dogs to this list. Now, if you look at this, you can see that I had to add Comet and Bear back into the list with this equal sign. And the reason for that is if you're not careful with your Python lists, you can easily destroy them. So let's just do dog. How about this? Let's print this out. I'll show you how easy it is to destroy it. So we have all these dogs in here: Comet, Bear, Roo, Bailey, Max. So there's five dogs in here. But if we just did dog list equals Buddy, you'll see right away that the list, basically all these got destroyed. So you got to be really careful with this equals sign and when you're using Python lists, because you don't want to always destroy the entire list. So there's some special things to add to the list, and I'm going to show you that now. Okay, so let's go back to this. So we have our dog list. Okay, I'm going to clear the screen. And let's say we want to add Buddy now. So we want doglist.append Buddy. Now when we print the dog list, you'll see that Buddy was added to the end and the length went up 1. len dog list, and this should equal 6. So now you have 6 elements in this list, and they're all strings: Comet, Bear, Roo, Bailey, Max, Buddy. Okay. So how do you remove one? And it's actually just as easy as appending one. It's just dog list.remove and the element you want to remove. So now there's 5, and you'll see that Roo is gone from the list. Okay, so the next thing I want to show you is how do you access a single element of the list? So this whole time I've just been printing out the entire list like this. But say we just want this element, or we just want this element. Now, unfortunately, and this confuses a lot of people, lists in Python actually start with the number 0. So the number 0 is actually assigned to this slot. Number 1 is assigned to this slot. Bailey is assigned 3. Max is 4. Buddy's 5. And we could prove that by doing this. Dog list, and you want to do a left bracket, a 0, and a close bracket like that, and then a close parentheses. We'll actually get Comet. So that's a little confusing. All lists will start with 0. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's print out Buddy, and you'll see you'll get Buddy. If you print out 5, you're just going to get an error, and it just says list index out of range. So always remember that lists elements start at 0, and the last element is always going to be length minus 1, basically. And I'll actually show you in a future tutorial how to address that easier. Okay. So the next thing I want to do is build upon. So we were able to just access an element like this. So we want to add back in Roo, but we want to take out Buddy at the same time. So the way you do that is just dog list element 4 equals Roo. And I type root so many times, you can see I keep typing root instead of Roo. But now, when you print out 4, you have Roo, and you can see that Roo has been replaced by Buddy. So that's how you can change just a single element in the list, is doing the assignment. So let's add back in Buddy. And we'll take out Comet. So we can do dog list element 0 equals Buddy. Now when we print the dog list, you'll see that element 0 is now Buddy, and Comet is gone. Okay. So the last thing I just want to show you is you can also, so I showed you how, like, if you just do type dog list, this prints out a class string. And if you need to check what type is in the list, it's very easy to do. You can just do print type dog list, and let's check what element type. We already know it's a string, but if you ever need proof that it is, you can do bracket 0 bracket, close this, and helps if you put enough parentheses there, and you'll get a class string. So that's how you're able to check what type of things are inside of a list. So if you just do this, you'll always get a class type list. If you do this, where you check the actual element of the list, you'll get whatever type's inside there, and that's a string. So that concludes the first tutorial of Python lists. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and check out the next video.